What's going on, guys? It is Royalty Crypto here, and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a review over the Jasmy coin. This was actually suggested by one of my subscribers, so thank you very much for that. I'm also going to be talking about everything that happened with the FOMC meeting today, and just some upcoming bullish macro events for crypto, so make sure you stay tuned for that. And this is also a new channel, so please like and subscribe. I greatly appreciate all the support that I've been getting recently. But without further ado, let's get right on into this video. So when you take a look at what Jasmy coin does, it is a Japanese blockchain project that focuses on data privacy and the Internet of Things. It allows users to securely store, manage, and share their personal data with businesses while maintaining ownership and control. Essentially, Jasmy aims to create a decentralized data marketplace where individuals can profit from their own information instead of big tech companies. So that is definitely a very interesting project, if you ask me. Also, another very valuable part of Jasmy is their two founders. So as you can see here, Ondo and Sato, I believe that's how you pronounce their names at least, they used to work for Sony, and they were both very high up with the company. As you can see here, he was formerly the president and COO of Sony. And this guy here was also highly involved with the company. It's always good when projects' founders are, notable people from past companies like Sony, just because it gives the project a lot more credibility. Let's take a look at the Jasmy chart here. So as you can see, we are currently sitting at a $520 million market cap. And the fully diluted market cap is slightly higher than that, so tokenomics with this project is not a concern whatsoever. And being that the market cap is that high, we are the 108th most valuable coin. And when you take a look at the chart, we actually topped back in 2024 in December, so basically when every other coin topped, and we hit a market cap of 2.1 billion, which is very impressive. So I definitely think that Jasmy could potentially get back to at least that price, which is more than a 4x from here. I think that's very reasonable. However, there's just not that much attention with this project right now, which doesn't surprise me, just with the overall state of altcoins. As you can see here, it has only $32 million in 24-hour trading volume. But I do believe that, if the altcoin season starts to heat up again, I definitely think people will be very interested in Jasmy coin yet again, just because of, the founders, the hype around the community, and just what the project is doing overall. So I'll go ahead and say that I think a realistic price target for Jasmy this cycle is $3 billion market cap. It is a bit high, but I think that we could actually achieve that if the hype comes back to this project. So if you were to invest $10,000 into this coin right now, you could be looking at a $60,000 profit. All right, now I wanted to take a look at the fear and greed index for crypto. And as you can see here, we are sitting at a 39 out of 100, which shows that we are slightly into fear. So in my opinion, it is actually a good time to be buying altcoins like Jasmy. I think that there's a very good risk to reward in times like this when there's a bit of fear in the market. And, if this meeting that Trump has with China tomorrow goes well with the tariffs and we can get a deal with China, we could easily be back into neutral on this chart. With the rate cut that happened today and the overall somewhat bullish FOMC meeting, I could really start to see money coming back into the crypto market really any day now. So I would say that now is a good time to buy. However, this buying opportunity could be coming to an end any day really. And let's talk about the FOMC meeting for a bit. So as you can see here, this was tweeted out by Ash Crypto. He said the Fed announced that it will halt balance sheet reduction on December 1st of 2025. So that's fantastic. We've been waiting for the Fed to end QT for a long time now. So this is a great step in the right direction. And as you can see here, QT is finally ending, which is giga bullish for crypto. You are not bullish enough on Q4. I totally agree with that. Now, it would be very nice to see, an official pivot from QT to QE to where the Fed is actually buying back assets. Because when the Fed starts to buy assets back, it creates that wealth effect. And when there's a wealth effect in the stock market, it all starts to trickle back into crypto. And that's when you see a parabolic alt season. So things are definitely trending in the right direction, guys. The one thing that I don't love about this FOMC meeting, however, is that it seems like Jerome Powell isn't too sure about a rate cut in December now. Let me just refresh this to make sure this is most updated data. Yeah, so as you can see here, there's only a 67% chance of seeing another rate cut in December. Just a couple of weeks ago, we were at like 100% chance according to these prediction markets that we would see another rate cut. So this is a bit unfortunate to see. However, the past two FOMC meetings, we kind of had the same scenario happen where people they get scared when Jerome Powell talks and they think that he's always being so negative, when in reality, he's just doing what he's told to do. I think that it's likely that we will see the percentage of this rate cut start to increase over the next couple of weeks. And I still think that we will likely get one. However, this is adding a bit of uncertainty in the short term. So, it could be another couple of weeks before we really start to see the prices of these coins go up again. And as you can see here, Bitcoin did drop quite a bit today, as per usual with these FOMC meetings. However, it still is holding this upwards trend that we've had since October 25th, which was our local bottom at 103,000. So as long as we can maintain this upwards trend, we are in a very good spot fundamentally for Bitcoin. And I do think that 111,000 is a good buying opportunity for Bitcoin as well. And of course, if you want altcoins to go up, you need Bitcoin to go up. But anyways, guys, that is going to do it for this video. I hope that you enjoyed the content, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Thank you.